So this is a clip from a video that's coming out next week on the 14th. Um, it's from a building where you can't see the roof. Well, if you had a helicopter or if you worked at the place where this building lives, you could probably see the roof. But us normal people, we can't see the roof. So I took liberties with the tiles, and I took liberties with the colors of this building. I've also noticed that in fantasy and medieval buildings like this, color choices is important, and color choices seem to be very bright and vibrant. And I don't know if that's historically accurate or fantastically accurate, but it seems to be the trend and the way people are going and what people like. I'm sure in real medieval times, everything was browns and grays because it was all mud, and because they didn't have pressure washers or soap. So I went with a bright blue. I've noticed that when doing tiles and when doing paint on these buildings, you really have to go with the bright colors, because the dry brush and the wash, especially the wash, is really going to wash things out and dull things down. So when I do these, I pick the brightest colors I can, and I tell my wife, when I show her halfway through the build, I'm like, look, this is in the ugly phase, because it looks like a kid's coloring book sometimes with this, basically this gaudy blue color on here, or this bright aqua and yellow. It doesn't look good, but eventually with the right techniques and everything, you get something that looks good, that looks right. And it can be hard to trust the process. I know that the first couple of buildings I did, I wanted to start with these muted colors, and I would put the washes on, and I would put the dry brushing, and by the end of it, it would just look dull. And again, maybe that's what it was supposed to look like, but heck, I'm playing in a world where they have dragons and owl bears and more dragons. Let's do something kind of wild. Let's do something that stands out, that's fun. Switching subjects, I appreciate you watching this video. It's these little 2 to 3 minute videos give me a chance to put out a little bit more content and make things and have people watch. So if you wouldn't mind, give it a like, a thumbs up, a share, a comment or two. I'd appreciate it. It's those things like that keeps me building and making these videos. Thanks.